Hey everybody, I'm Ben, and I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of the Elkhart Fair. Today's the last day. It's Saturday. This is the second Saturday, and you can see Sean and Lydia and I. Hi Lydia. Anyway, so here's the recap. Let me tell you flat out honest. This has been the worst Elkhart Fair that I've ever been part of. I've had a booth here now for almost 17 years. The sales were down almost, I want to say it was close to 50%, close to 45, 50%. The sales were down, and that was totally unexpected. You want to see yourself? Okay. Anyway, I don't know why. I truly, no one seems to understand it. It's not me. The American Sunspace booth, I mean, they had a handful of leads. They went multiple days without even a lead, and that never happens. Tupperware people, they were selling they normally sell $1,000 to $1,500 a day in sales, and they were selling $200. Same with a lot of the companies were just down. There was a handful of companies that actually this is the best year they ever had, but that was not the norm. So I had several people mention that the $169 sign that we have up here was a deterrent. I don't think it was, because that's pretty freaking cheap. If people, especially if they know what they're, people that stay in hotels, that's a really good deal. You go too cheap, and it's just like we're attracting the wrong people. So, just in here things, I've got about 7 points or so that I want to mention. Sunday they closed the fair because of storms, and the weekend was just horrible because of extreme heat. And when I say it was extreme heat, it was terrible. The fair board still refuses to put air conditioning in this building. I don't know why the Elkhart County Fair board just refuses to do it, especially when they've had multiple people offer to, air conditioning. The vendors have said that they would be willing to pay extra, over multiple years to increase that, to raise money to put the system in. It just doesn't happen, and people were so miserable. I mean, they would come up to the booth and they would just have the sweat would just drip off of their, on the hands. Sales were bad. Many vendors were down significantly. The lack of AC was just pretty much, we believe, that was part of it on the first weekend. The rest of it, people just didn't have money. I think that we would have been giving these away for free. People just still didn't come to the booth. We thought, well, maybe we just oversaturated the market, and we don't think that that's the case, because I did a lot of pitches where people had never heard of this before. The last couple of days, Trish and Sam pretty much thought we should start selling it at the lowest rate that possible for $69, just because of lack of sales, and we're barely able to hit our minimum that we wanted to get. Scanning the leads was crazy. Normally at other shows I do scan all the leads, but it took me, I bet you, a combination of about 3 hours to scan in all the leads that we had during the show. Hold on a second. The leads in the Family Escape booth, we had approximately 250 to 300 leads. I don't have the full count yet. What we're doing this year is we're scheduling a text message to go out to all the people about, hey, if you didn't get your discount, your couples romance getaway, you can get it for whatever it is, $79, and then we're going to do that. We're going to schedule that, and I think that we should do something like that going forward. Every year we schedule that text going out. So we're going to always do that on the Sunday following, and we've got one scheduled to go out tomorrow, so hopefully that goes out really well and goes well. Huh? You want to say something? What do you want to say?
I want to say something.
Well, say something. No, okay, she's forgotten what she wants to say. Sean worked a lot of hours. Unfortunately, it was bad for him because he didn't make a lot of sales. Weston sold 2 by himself completely at the Family Escape. He did need a little bit of help running the actual credit card, but he did a really good job of that. So anyway, I'll kind of briefly show you the booth, how we have things set up, and some of the thoughts that we've thought about now. You can kind of see we've got what we've been kind of talking about is we have the family escape booth, and what we're contemplating is, since we have a little bit of space over in this side over here, we're thinking about putting one of those tables and maybe just a small little sign on the back of this thing or something like that, or just put a place where we have the brochures where people can collect the family escape. My worry is that I had Weston passing out those family escape brochures to people at the vendors, and they thought that we were passing out the the couples romance getaway. That's my biggest fear about doing that. I really think that people cannot switch the products, and that scares me. I do know that for a fact that we are not going to have a family escape booth next year. So it was fun to experiment. My goal was to sell 11, and I think we're going to have like maybe 11, 12 sales out of the deal. So it's not as many as I was hoping to have. Traffic count, the first weekend was down significantly. Every day this year, starting Monday through Saturday, the fair traffic has actually been up. But it's the first weekend is what really just absolutely killed us. So, which is sad, and I don't know why, other than the heat. But during the week this week, it's kind of scary because people just don't seem to have the money, and this is the first year that sales have really gone down. Last year they went down just a fraction, but like within a couple $100. This year we're down 40-some%. So I don't know why, and it kind of scares me. But I'm hoping that is not something that we're going to have to be worrisome of for all the other expos and for future Elkhart Fair. I am going to make note that I really should look at how many we sold at what hour and what day to determine staffing. In the evenings, truthfully, I don't think it requires 2 people to be up here anymore in the evenings, any day. Maybe the free day is about the only day that we should probably have somebody up here multiple days. There was not one time that we needed to do 2 transactions at a time. We always have 2 laptops in here. Never needed it the entire time. The most that we sold at one time was 5, and that was today. And that was really just kind of a luck because somebody bought 3. That was the other thing that was different this year is we didn't have people buying multiples. And in years past, we would have multiples being bought. And so, regardless, we really wanted to sell them at a higher rate, and we just couldn't make it work. I think if we would have sold them for $10, nobody would have been buying them. There was just quite a bit. So, anyway, that is the Elkhart Fair recap video. You want to say goodbye?
Bye, peace out.
Bye-bye, peace out. I'm Ben. This is Lydia. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.